I drink another half bottle of sake. I have to fortify myself. Anybody else want some?
No, thank you.
Hey, this man knows his magic. I will drink his magic juice.
Here you go.
This tunnel does go down several meters before it hits these sleeping creatures, so I'm going to make a roll to see if the oil gets to them. You pour the oil down, and you hear nothing. Nothing has happened.
We need more oil. Hey, let's go get some more. Only this time, we'll just tip up the cauldron, put more oil in it, and then tip the cauldron back again.
I blow my arrow out and wait to relight it.
Unless somebody else doesn't want to do this.
All right, everybody. Clay, you go back. You make some more oil. Clay and James, make a strength check to bring this oil back to, because the empty cauldron's not hard to move, but to bring the cauldron back to the hole again, you make another strength check.
I mean, because we're going to boil more oil? Is that the plan?
I wasn't going to boil more oil. I was just going to pour it in the cauldron and throw it down there.
I don't think it needs hot boiling.
All right, that is enough to bring
I should
the
hope
oil
so,
back without
because
spilling
it's better than the last one.
Oh, God. Okay.
Since you didn't do anything to cook this oil is congealed as all get out, and it takes forever to get down into the hole. So you're waiting.
All right, how about this? Is the hole big enough for? Is the hole big enough for the? Is the hole big enough for the? Cauldron.
There's. Well, you didn't put it in the cauldron. You just grabbed a barrel of oil.
Oh. Well, then I'll just roll the barrel of oil down there. I don't make a lot of noise, and I'm sure the fire from that thing exploding in there will be just as good. So,
okay,
that'll be fun.
Out the barrel.
You're not sure if the barrel will explode or just melt.
Well,
you don't have explosives. Explosives, so.
Yeah.
We put all the barrels down there. I'll fire some flaming arrows at it. Let the whole area explode and leave.
This might actually burn.
It didn't happen like it did last time.
This might actually burn down the castle now.
Hey, nobody lives here.
You put a giant thing of oil into the hole. It doesn't go any further down in the hole. It's in the hole part.
All right. If the monsters are not intelligent, they'll probably break or do something to get the barrel out of the way and cover themselves in oil, which is fine. I say we just wake them up and start and get this party started. I want to yell. I say we yell, and when they start running, then I'll light it.
Yeah.
I assume they're going to attack us. It'd be really funny if they're like, "Hey, who's there?" And they're all friendly, and we just attack them. That's who's in our home.
This is my home.
I have tea. Who has tea?
Sorry.
Okay. You yell really loud, and that will definitely wake these things up. What happens at this point is Daidoji Onishi starts yelling and hollering to get them up. I need everybody to make just a straight perception roll to see if they can hear them coming.
Perception investigation?
Nope, just perception.
Bam.
Straight perception. Everybody can roll initiative.
I thought that's what we were doing with the perception check.
Perception.
That was just to see if we saw it.
Yeah, as if you are ready for it. This first round, both James and Crystal, you will be going very last. James, you'll be going on negative.
Oh, because of the perception roll?
Yeah, because of the perception roll. Onishi, you hear them trying to move whatever's blocking the way.
All right. At this point, if my understanding is correct, we pour the oil down, then we put the barrel full of oil down there, so it's sitting in oil. Is that correct?
Yes.
So if they're trying to move it, I think this is a good time to fire my lit arrow into the oil to light the existing oil, which should also light the barrel that's sitting in it.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that.
All right. Roll your archery. But it should be rather easy for you to do this.
I think so too, but I'm looking to see where my roll is. Here it is. I think this is the right one.
Unless you want to make a shit ton of raises for no reason.
There. I did a thing.
Perfect. Arrow goes down to the hole, and the fire starts up. It sparks the oil starts to smolder, and smoke starts billowing up from the hole. The creatures go next. The guys who made their perception check will hear that the barrel has stopped moving, and the amount of sound from there has gone considerably down, except for the crackling of the oil that is on fire popping.
What was the difficulty on those perception checks?
15.
Okay.
Oh, we left the castle.
I don't even know if I made that. I didn't ask. Was there another way out of there? Did you see another way out? You heard water, obviously, so.
I did. And I explained that. I don't know much about if it's a way out. I did hear running water. I don't know how deep it is, if there's an exit.
But
it's not going to matter, though. Once that water hits that oil, it's going to burn anyway. No.
Clay, you're up.
If it does.
Hey, guys, we left the door to the castle open.
So you're
Holding action, I'm
out
saying
and all the
that.
way around and come back in?
Yeah.
They swim out. Come back around. We're going to be standing over a hole.
Yeah, this requires more sake.
What is Megumi doing?
What doing?
Maylin, I'm sorry.
Waiting until I see something.
You know, that drawbridge is not that far away if they go out and come in that way.
You are obsessed with this idea that they're going to come all the way around to attack us.
That seems highly unlikely.
Okay.
I think that if 3 of those things come up through a burning oil area, that they can handle it for a second. I'm going to go close the door.
Okay, you start heading to the
They
castle
come up and then
gates.
it's all bad. Oh no, the door, and run away. So they don't think I'm just running away for no reason.
You're pretty sure at this point they're not coming up through the hole. You can move your characters wherever you want.
Is the fire still going?
Oh yeah, the fire's still going.
Is there something we can put on top of that hole that won't catch on fire?
It might burn down the castle. If it gets too out of hand. If it gets too out of hand. If it gets too out of hand.
That's why we cover the hole.
With
Well,
what?
that's the thing is the fire is fed by the oil instead of just the oxygen in the air. So if you cover it, it's just going to get hotter like an oven.
Do we actually know
And
that, though?
also,
as
anything we
samurai?
might be able to cover the hole
I don't
with,
think that my character know that.
be able to catch on fire.
Lore elements. Lore elements. I have that.
He knows how fire works.
You do an element lore check, and you know that, you know what? You really should have had an extinguish spell. You know that spell that we keep... Remember that spell that we say every Shugenja should have but never has?
There's no really extinguished spell.
There is an extinguish spell. There is definitely an extinguish spell. That said,
Wonderful.
you'll have to find a way to smother this fire.
Can you commune with the fire spirits?
Yeah, I can.
Why don't you just ask the fire spirit to stop?
It doesn't work that way.
I don't know how Shugenja work. I hate they do.
Dude, could you just die for me? That'd be awesome.
Just a little bit for me. Or raise the water.
Like, just go away. Please?
Would you like to summon water and splash water down there?
It's oil. That will
That'd
work.
be oil, and I think with
He
that,
made his roll. He knows that water doesn't put out an oil fire.
but it would wash it out
It would
into the rest of the tunnel.
wash it into the rest of the tunnel. Yes, away from the wood.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Awaken the fire spirit and tell it to chase after those monsters.
Yeah! I'm not a fire ninja.
Oh,
Okay, let's go ahead and do a summon water. How much water can you summon with summon water?
1 square foot.
Okay, so
For every raise.
Volume.
For every raise.
well, yeah, it's this much water for every raise.
Yeah, 1 cubic foot, should I say.
That's a cubic foot.
Yeah, it's a cubic.
Square foot can evolve.
I know, okay? I'm sorry. I needed to add an extra dimension.
Gonna pour water down the hole. Step out of the room.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to pour anything. I'm just walking over there and
Pulling out a scroll. Doing some Fuji magic
scroll.
juju.
actually I can just roll my water. I don't have to roll anything else. But no, because it's my water plus my rank.
Your water plus your rank. It's a summon spell. Just there. How many raises did you make?
2.
Then
That
you-
makes it 3 cubic feet. So
you
that's
made
a lot
it.
of water.
With 2 raises, you made it. All right. You cast your spell, and a large amount of water just starts pouring in from the ceiling down into the hole. A huge amount of smoke starts billowing into the room, and everybody needs to make a stamina check.
everyone?
Not you.
If someone is standing next to the door.
Yeah, you're not there. Hyder's not there, but the other 3 characters that are in there need to make a stamina check.
I'm holding the door.
Crystal is the only one that made it without any detriment. Everybody else is going to take 1 die of smoke inhalation damage, but you were not passed out at least.
What
So,
is damage on this character sheet?
Clay, you'll take 10.
Oh boy.
Good thing it doesn't explode.
He's a
And
drinker, not a smoker.
Howard,
Yeah.
you'll take 9.
True.
Damn.
It's a good story about how you got the black lung.
But the good news
How
is,
does that even work?
I think I have the
No, I'm
black
over. I'm
lung.
still as healthy because you have 10 total as healthy.
there's good news. The oil did flush down the cave for a bit, so it is now in the cave and is no longer threatening the castle and will probably burn itself out down there. That said, tons of smoke is billowing into this room. It is not a place you want to be anymore.
Well, okay, well, let's go ahead and leave and close the door to this room
Fire.
because
Yeah.
yeah.
I vote close the room.
Close that room.
Goodness be damned.
Oh, man, you are the man.
Yeah, Haidar does it alone again.
That is not enough to do it by yourself.
Just go ahead and get the doors. So I'm
Why are
I'm
there
rolling a
D20s
D20
in
in
there?
there.
20. I don't know.
What's funny is even with the D20s, he's not doing that awesome.
Yeah.
You have not crit once
If
yet.
you look at the chat thingy, he
There we
doesn't
go.
have any D20s.
Physically
though.
impossible.
What are these D20s?
He got a 21 though.
Blackjack.